swear, yo, y'all can't be this fucking dumb. Y'all can't be. So let me get this straight. Trump comes out and tells you that Tylenol is bad for you to take while you're pregnant. Which, by the way, he was referencing studies from Harvard, Johns Hopkins, other medical institutions. You know, the people that y'all told us to trust during COVID. You know, all you trust the science motherfuckers out there. So now Trump comes out and says that, hey, Tylenol is bad for you to take while you're pregnant. So in protest, you guys are going out here and buying all the Tylenol up. And not only are you taking Tylenol while you're pregnant, some of you dumb motherfuckers are out here taking the entire bottle. Like, y'all know that shit fuck with your liver and your kidneys, right? Like, you can have liver and kidney failure taking too much of that shit.
If you take 13 of them motherfuckers, it'll be your last headache.
I swear, yo, are we really living idiocracy out in real time? I swear, y'all be picking the wrong hills to die on. I swear, y'all go against your own self-interest and preservation just to defy Trump. For what? But you know what? Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Let's thin the herd. This is Darwinism at its finest. Anyways, Canon Hotep.
You take...
Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to a Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
So Trump derangement syndrome is very much real. So we got a bunch of people allegedly that's in the hospital because they ate too much Tylenol, and they're either getting their stomach pumped or they're going through liver and kidney failure. Now I kind of feel bad for these people, but I don't. Like I said in my last video, I didn't believe people were this fucking stupid. And this is the crazy part. This shit is in protest to Trump coming out saying that taking Tylenol while pregnant could increase your kid's chances for autism or cause complications with your pregnancy. Now, this isn't some shit that Trump made up. This is studies from Harvard. This is studies from Johns Hopkins and a bunch of other scientists who you guys told us to trust during COVID. Remember? Trust the science. But I guess you don't want to trust the science because Donald Trump's the messenger. But I digress. Not to mention Tylenol themselves said that women that are pregnant should not take Tylenol. I don't understand it. You guys get so enraged when you hear Trump speak or something like that that you lose all rational thought. You didn't think that eating a bunch of Tylenol would have some kind of adverse reaction on your body? It's on the fucking label. Okay, you don't think that Tylenol causes autism. Gotcha. You don't think that Tylenol is dangerous for pregnant women. Gotcha. But you didn't think that taking fistfuls of fucking Tylenol wouldn't fucking kill you?
If you take 13 of them motherfuckers, it'll be your last headache.
I swear, man, the mental gymnastics is so ridiculous, it's Olympic level. Now look, I hope these people recover. I hope they recover and I hope they learn a lesson. But goddamn, y'all stupid. Canon Hotep. I holler at you.
If you take 13 of them motherfuckers, it'll be your last headache.
So Trump derangement syndrome is very much real.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the after party. Welcome to the after party. I am Canon Hotep. I appreciate you guys hanging out. You know, HJ and Unc like the wax poetic into the fucking midnight hours out this bitch. But what another fantastic show by HJ and Unc. What another fantastic show by HJ and Unc, guys. Hey, yo. I swear, yo. I swear, it's something going on with this simulation. There's something going on with this timeline, yo. I never seen so many dumb motherfuckers, bro. I've never seen so many stupid people. So in protests, like I get it. This is the Tide Pod era, right? This is the Tide Pod era. I got you, right? I got you. But to sit here and take some medicine that clearly stays on the label, if you take more than the recommended dose, it could cause liver and kidney damage and failure. But because you're so, I guess, emotionally fucking out of it, your rational thought has gone through the window. You go and you take fistfuls of Tylenol, you chew them up on TikTok, almost like it's like I'm on TikTok, so I'm not in the real world right now. Like that's how it seems. Like I'm on TikTok, so I'm not in the real world right now, so it don't have any consequences. You got a lady right now, yo. You got a lady right now, allegedly in the hospital, 25 weeks pregnant, on a ventilator, and she might die. On a ventilator, and she might fucking die. Somebody make that shit make sense. All because what? You want to defy Trump, who's only referencing the science that y'all said to trust. The science y'all said to trust. Even Tylenol has made statements saying pregnant women shouldn't take their product and consult a physician. I swear, yo, if Trump said fucking water was good for you, y'all be out there drinking piss. If Trump said water was good for you, y'all be out there drinking piss. I know it's par for the course. If Trump said air was good for you, breathe fresh, clean air, you motherfuckers be sucking on a fucking exhaust pipe. That's how ridiculous the TDS is, or like I said earlier today, the mass formation psychosis. Y'all remember that word? You remember that word? They tried to ban that word. Remember they tried to shadow ban mass formation psychosis. I fuck around and get taken off of YouTube soon. Like I want to see what happens here. But remember that they tried to ban mass formation psychosis, because that's what the fuck it is. You let somebody get under your skin so bad, they live rent free in your head, that you willing to fucking kill yourself to prove a point. Not only kill yourself, you guys are fucked up and selfish and trying to kill your motherfucking baby. That's why I tweeted on X the other day. I said, man, Tylenol about to be the new fucking plan B. Tylenol about to be the new plan B. They gonna be aborting motherfuckers 320 months. 6,000 month old fucking toddlers. Fucking retarded people. I swear, like, I don't understand, right? But I'm told I'm the one that's like, oh, you gotta be smarter than that. I know you're smarter than that. I know you're smarter. And I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up with that. I know you're smarter than that shit. Like, shut the fuck up with that shit. Like, yeah, I'm smarter than that. So that's why you should be listening to me. Like, don't give me some backhanded fucking compliment because you think you proving a point. No, yes, I am smarter than that. Smarter than you. Clearly. I knew since I was 10 not to take fucking more than fucking 2 Tylenol pills. Oh my God, yo, these people are stupid. Fucking stupid. And I was like, yo, people can't be this dumb. But then I remember the crate challenge. Y'all remember the crate challenge? Motherfuckers was going into traction to walk up some fucking crates. Y'all remember that shit? I remember motherfuckers going. Niggas going into Traction to walk up some crates. Then we had the cinnamon challenge. That was fucking retarded. Then the switch up challenge just proved niggas was gay. And then you had the Tide Pod challenge. Like, motherfuckers was volunteering for Munchausen by proxy. Oh my gosh, yo, this shit is crazy, bro. This shit is fucking crazy. It's nuts. I really don't get it. I really don't fucking understand people's like thinking process right now. Everybody's so outraged over shit. That's why I swear sometimes I'll be like, yo, am I just fucking dreaming right now? Am I dreaming that I like die? And I'm just stuck in limbo and this shit. This shit doesn't make sense to me. This is common sense shit that people knew better to do in like the mid 2000s. The early 2000s, I guess I should say. Early 90s and shit like that. This shit trips me out. It trips me out. Because this is on the heels of them trying to figure out the root cause for such a high and alarming rate of autism in America. In America, right? 1 in 36 children have autism or on the spectrum, right? My son is one of them. God bless him. He's a smart kid, but he has his quirks. He has little sensory things and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You know, and it's like 1 in 36. No other fucking country has this rate of autistic people or people on the spectrum. Just us. But when you get somebody in here who actually like want to look at the shit, RFK Jr. want to look at it. Let's just like, what's in these vacations? Because we on YouTube, who knows what's going to happen? What's in these vacations? What's in these jabs? What's in these jammeens? By the way, I'm the one who coined the term yameen when it came to the vacation. Before YouTube fucking gunned me down. Oh shit, YouTube gunned me down. Oh, that shit was funny. Hey, what's in them? Why is there baby fetuses in them? Why is there mercury in them? Why are you giving a kid fresh out the womb a vacation for a stripper's disease? Shout out to Sam Tripoli. Like, that's what Hep B is. That's a fucking stripper's and a prostitute's disease. That's a promiscuous person's disease. This kid is fresh out the womb. Unless the mother had Hep B, why is this kid, and even should test the kid to see if it's got, why is this kid getting Hep B? A hep shot. Then you got the MMRs and shit like that. I got a friend. His kid was a normal fucking kid. And after that kid got that round of shots with the MMR in that motherfucker, he stopped talking. And he damn near stopped walking. He regressed. He regressed. Broke my man heart. And I know how you feel because my son, he's on the spectrum. Yo, like, I want to know what the fuck it is. Then we find out that, oh, well, maybe we should take this shit off. We should take it off the schedule. So y'all took this medicine that shouldn't have been on the schedule in the first place. Now you're taking it off the schedule. Not only are they taking this shit off the schedule, they're providing another medicine that's supposed to counteract whatever the metals and shit is and help kids on the spectrum. Leucovorin, is that what they calling that shit? Correct me if I'm right in the chat. Is it called Leucovorin or something like that? I'm like, where the fuck where did this come from? Did you guys always have this shit? Have you always been sitting on this? It's like, oh, okay. Y'all got us. Y'all got us. You know what I mean? Y'all got us. Okay. I don't understand. I really don't. I really don't understand. used to be 1 in 1,000 kids who have some sort of autism or whatever. Whatever the fuck they called it back then, mental retardation, all that shit. 1 in 1,000. Now it's 1 in 36. It's something that we're fucking doing. And Unk's right. HJ's right. It can't just be the vacations. It can't just be some shit like Tylenol. It's got to be something else, right? Me and my sister was having this conversation because her daughter's on the spectrum as well, right? Her daughter's on the spectrum as well. And, you know, I'm like, yo, I think there's an argument for genetic, right? I kind of see like, damn, you know, my son's on the spectrum. My daughter has a daughter on the spectrum. You know, maybe, right? Maybe. But then I'm looking at like, well, my daughter Zoe, she's not on there. Her vacation schedule was nowhere close to as many as my son got. You know, it's got to be something. Maybe it's the prenatal routine that the women were going through between a certain time and a certain time. All of that stuff, it could be the food. It could be water. Who knows? But it needs to be looked at. And the amount of people who are willing to not have this shit looked at is crazy to me. It's fucking crazy to me. I can't be the only person that feel that way. I can't be the only person feeling that way. They wanna say some shit like, what are they saying? Autism doesn't have to have a cure. It doesn't have to be cured. Tell that shit to my son. Tell that shit to my son when he come home every so often and say, Dad, kids picking on me, and I something, you know, I feel bad that, you know, I'm not like them. This is my 11-year-old. I don't learn the same way as they learn, Dad. Is there something wrong with me? That's my son. But they want to be like, autism doesn't need a cure. I bet he feel like autism needs a cure. I watch my son. So my son got this thing, right, where like we're playing video games and he'll be playing, and if he does something cool, he'll fucking clap the shit out of that motherfucking controller. I got controllers in the back. Them bitches have been shook the fuck apart. You shake them bitches like, God damn, what the fuck happened? They turn to sand. And so I watch him when he try to get around other kids. He try to stifle that shit. I watch him on the football field. He tries to stifle it. Certain little sensory things he do, he tries because he wants to be quote unquote normal. But you got all these fucking selfish motherfuckers out here. Oh, I bet my sister wished autism could be cured. Her daughter can't even talk. Her daughter can't even talk. And it's frustrating for her, and it's frustrating for my sister. I don't know how my sister do it. I really don't. I got to give my sister all the props in the world because I really don't understand the patience that she has to do that. We working on that stuff now, Montoya, like the clay and all that other stuff. Yeah, we working on it. But my son's smart. He's very smart. He just has a few quirks, certain things that like social cues and stuff like that. Right? He low. You know what I mean? But I'm like, you know, if my son feeling that way, who am I to be like, hey, you know, you don't need to get rid of that quirk. You don't need to. It's like, no, my son feels a way. And I'm like, damn, that shit fucking hits me all in the fucking heart. All in the fucking heart. To the point I used to blame myself, thinking there was something wrong with me that made him like that. But like you would think that people in the United States were like, you know what? I may not agree with Trump. I may not agree with RFK. I mean, I agree with them. But they got a point. Maybe we should look into what's in these vacations. Maybe we should look into what's in these foods. Maybe we should ban chips and red number 12 and all this other shit and fucking Mountain Dew. Maybe we should do that and see if this shit fixes or corrects course. It'll be interesting to see that now that they took certain vacations off the schedule, in a few years, does it go from 1 in 36 to like 1 in 50 or 1 in 60 or 1 in 80? Then we know we're on the right track. But all this political bullshit and people want to virtue signal, it's like, come on, yo. We're not doing what's in the best interest of these kids. What's up, Roy? You know? So when I hear shit like this lady, this selfish bitch, because she didn't like the president, downed a bunch of fucking Tylenol like she was committing self-forever sleep. Had complete and total and utter disregard for the life inside of her. And now that baby might not make it. Never mind if she makes it, because it don't seem like she's going to make it, allegedly. The baby's 25 weeks old. Even if they did a fucking induced labor, that baby might not make it. All because the mother wanted to be selfish. And she ain't the only person that did the shit. It's like, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. Very fucking frustrating. You know, and it frustrates my sister because she's like, yo, so what the fuck? She's like, fuck the fact that we know this now. What actions can we take? And I'm like, unfortunately, you can't take no action. As far as like law, legally. I don't know if Tylenol falls under the vacation rule where they're not held liable. I don't know if that's the case. That's all we can do is love our kids. You know, I said eventually Charlie's going to talk. Well, she has started talking a little bit. Like she's saying words and stuff. The school she goes to is incredible. My son's super fucking smart. I just got to keep him on track because he don't want to learn shit unless he interested. And I get it. I fucking get it. You know what I mean? And it's like talking to fucking John Madden sometimes when it comes to football. Or fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson when it comes to fucking the solar system. I got the whole tattoo you guys see on my side of my arm, right? That you saw that you usually see on the side of my arm. It's because of my son. I did it for him. The first half is nature because I hunt and all that other stuff. Up here, it's the fucking solar system for him. You know what I mean? But like I said, I guarantee if there was some kind of way to reverse, you know, whatever's going on that makes them quirk like that, my son be all for that shit. Yeah, Dad. People take shit like this for granted. And like I said, this shit it's kind of pissing me off. It's like you really willing to sacrifice yourself and your kid for a political view. It's not even a life or death political view. It's not even a life or death political view. I'm trying to see if Rumble's stuff is in here. Let me see something. Okay, it is in here. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure. Anyway, this shit is dumb, and we're gonna see a lot more people getting fucked up over it. Like, I don't know what it is. Like I said, it's like this Pied Piper syndrome. They just want to follow the fucking Pied Piper off the cliff. It's almost like everybody's a fucking background character. Fucking NPC character. That's what it feels like. That's what it fucking feels like. I don't know why this ain't working. It's okay. I swear, yo, yeah. Like it actually, like, it kind of fucked with me. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Like, if you want to take yourselves out, that's Darwinism at its finest. Just take yourselves out. But when it's got to do with kids or, you know, the life inside you, now you're snuffing that out because what? A TikTok trend? That's the crazy shit. That's the crazy shit. Anyway, let's move on. So, actually, no, I wanted y'all to watch this video as well because I sent this to HJ, but I'm pretty sure you didn't see it. So check this out. It's a lady who actually explains why Tylenol could potentially cause, we'll say, pregnancy issues.
Y'all need to listen to what this lady's saying right here. Listen to what she's saying.
Tylenol. I'm literally out here in the garden, but the timing is what it is. So why is Tylenol associated with autism? First, if you don't know me, my name is Dr. Christina Parks. I have a PhD in cellular and molecular biology from University of Michigan that was done in the Department of Immunology, and I have been studying the childhood schedule and injections for about 10 years hardcore now. So Tylenol is associated with autism because it depletes the body's major antioxidant, glutathione. Glutathione is what mops up inflammation in the body. And when the body is critically depleted of it, it either goes septic or, especially in young or premature infants, they can actually pass away. It can cause things like SIDS. So the maintenance of glutathione is extremely important. And even doing something like mom taking vitamin C as a supplement while she's nursing can be critical in helping mom and the baby to resupply glutathione. So what happens is if your body doesn't have enough glutathione, it gets extremely inflamed and it just can't handle cellular stress. And the inflamed state of the brain is what is highly associated with neurological disorders such as autism or ADHD. Now, that said, glutathione is extremely depleted when children get injections, when your immune system is hyperactivated. So we know this even in pregnant mothers. If their immune system is hyperactivated, it could be by an injection, or it could just be by a very severe infection, like something like appendicitis, is going to cause a lot of inflammation and deplete glutathione. So it isn't just Tylenol that is going to deplete glutathione. It is any form of acute immune activation, which is going to include all of these injections on the childhood schedule. So make no mistake, this immune activation is going to deplete glutathione. And if you combine an immune activation like a well child visit with Tylenol, it is a double whammy, completely depleting that child's glutathione supplies and really making it very likely that the body is not going to be able to fend off brain inflammation. And so we know that many injections are associated with encephalitis. So most of the time the body can, that just means an inflammation of the brain. We know most of the time the body can get ahead of that and use intracellular things like glutathione to reduce inflammation. But if the body doesn't have those stores, that brain inflammation is going to rage on, and it is going to continually deplete the body's system of things like vitamin D, vitamin A, and zinc, and glutathione, and eventually the child's body just can't handle it anymore. And some children may actually pass away. Others are going to develop all kinds of problems, including things like autism. So I hope this helps you understand why Tylenol and other things, immune activation, are associated with brain inflammation, which is one of the root causes or the causal factors in developing symptoms of the spectrum.
So I guess if you don't want to take it from Trump, take it from somebody who's in the know.
There you have it. You know? Salute to Montoya with the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate you, Montoya. I appreciate all you guys. So look, check it, right? So at the start of next month, start of October, I'm going to start giving you guys some fucking gifts, okay? All right, so the top 3 most generous gifters, we'll say, the top 3 most generous gifters, you will get a nice gift from yours truly. And we'll continue that on month after month after month. So I think what I'm going to do, since we've been throwing the word Koofy juice around so much, I'm going to make Koofy juice tumblers. I'm going to make Koofy juice tumblers. They're going to be fire. I'm going to design them myself and I'm going to get them made. Okay? And the top 3 most generous gifters will get free Koofy juice tumblers on me. Everybody else can pre-order. Okay? Everybody else can pre-order. You gotta put a nut on it. Pause. Oh, look at Will. Will, my man Will said if he make top 3, he'll just gift it to the next person. See, Will's that's a stand-up guy right there. Stand-up guy right there. Oh man, but yeah, we're gonna do that. It's gonna be dope shit. All right. Some things we're gonna have to call them other things because I don't, liabilities and shit. But we're going. It's gonna be pretty cool. Koofy juice koofies. I thought about that, but I was like, yo, the tumblers would probably be kind of a lot doper, and I can knock those out. Also, at one point in time, I was designing a shotgun shell thermos. I think a couple people seen them. I feel like I had one made and I sent it to. I feel like I had one sent to Jimmy Doss. I feel like I sent a design to Jimmy Doss, but I had these pretty dope Canon Hotep shotgun shell tumblers. They were pretty nice size. They were pretty nice size tumbler. I mean, not tumbler, but a thermos. Kept shit super fucking hot. I remember I put some coffee in that bitch, and then a couple hours later, I went to drink that shit, thinking it was gonna be warmed down. Nope, that shit burnt the fuck out of me. A few hours later, still. We need Koofy juice energy shots. What's up, nerd? Nerd in the building. Cool. I don't care what you put in your tumbler. I could get labels made for some 5-hour energy, but we gonna stick with the Koofy juice tumblers. Y'all can put whatever the fuck y'all want to put in that bitch. Oh man, that is funny. So let's see. So your boy, hold on, let me try something real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. There we go. All right, here you go. So check it out. See, so I was designing these. I'll probably make them a little different. Like it look a little pinkish in the fucking screen, but it's a red shotgun shell style tumbler, right? I mean, thermos. Got the little cup to go with it, all that good stuff. I thought this was pretty fire. I'm gonna do a better design, but like I had all that stuff. You know what I mean? So That maybe we're gonna do Koofy juice, and maybe we'll do those tumblers later on. Maybe in November when it starts to get a little colder. You know what I mean? You know. Oh, this is a koozie. Let's call it a thermos. It's a koozie. I thought koozies was the things that go around them. I don't know. Maybe we give out some. I can't even put that up on the fucking screen because YouTube will fucking snatch the stream down. I almost fucked that up. Maybe we'll give away some nice filleting knives. You know what I mean? You know, we'll see. We'll see how this shit goes. So, anyway, let's get back to it. You know I gotta have my music. Now we're gonna talk a little gory stuff. So we're gonna go to kick soon. But we're gonna keep it pushing on this stuff right here.
So Jimmy Kimmel.
So let's get back to this. So Jimmy Kimmel came back and, you know, he got taken off the air. It was a big argument, right? Should he have been taken off the air? Shouldn't he have been taken off the air? And I'm like, yo, that shit was a business move. I don't think that shit had nothing to do with the fucking First Amendment, because it didn't. The First Amendment protects you from the government taking, you know, retaliatory action against you. It don't have nothing to do with your company, right? And it seemed to all be a business move. But it looks like Disney and Nexar and all those people, Sinclair Media, put Jimmy back on. But Jimmy still wasn't short of stupid shit to say. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah, I should be okay on Rumble. Rumble ain't gonna trip. But let's check it out.
Back on the air. And of course, off the top, he said some stupid shit out of his mouth. Listen to this.
Should the government be allowed to regulate which podcasts the cell phone companies and Wi-Fi providers are allowed to let you download to make sure they serve the public interest? You think that sounds crazy?
I find that really hypocritical of you, Jimmy. Because if I'm not mistaken, I remember you being overjoyed when social media and banks persona non grata Alex Jones. I remember when you cheered for joy when Donald Trump was banned across all platforms, banned across the board. I didn't hear you say shit when we found out that the government had essentially a bat phone to all the social media outlets, letting them know how to proceed in censoring content creators. But when the shit happens to you, all of a sudden it's a problem. All of a sudden it's a dictatorship. It's totalitarian. Look at the pot calling the kettle black. All this rules for thee and not for me shit is getting on my nerves. I guess this is what happened when you backed by the right people. Because let Jimmy Kimmel have been just to the right of center, I guarantee any and everything that he did in his past would have came up and he'd have been canceled for good.
Well, that ain't gonna be no good time for nobody.
Anyway, it's Canon Hotep saying, hey Jimmy, you's a bitch.
I mean, that's the crazy part, right? So when I heard him say this shit, when I heard him say that nonsense, because he waxed poetic for like 26 minutes, right? I'm like, well, so what the fuck happened about the Twitter files when we found out that the government had a fucking backdoor to all the fucking social media, and they were telling them who they were supposed to cancel and who they were supposed to shadow ban and all that shit, right? What about when Alex Jones got fucking kicked off the fucking internet and he had to stop banking with other banks because of government overreach? Who remembers Adpocalypse, right? Now I wasn't on YouTube just yet. I wasn't doing this stuff just yet, but a lot of people got caught up in Adpocalypse in 2018. Shadow ban. During the Cove base. Yours truly. My channel started jumping. Right? I'm putting out videos, doing this shit on X. I'm putting them on my YouTube. And then what happened? I talk about the good doctor. My channel just hit 4 grand like during the election season. I was on pace to be at 100,000. I was on pace. I mean, I was just starting to pump them out. I only had like 4 or 5 videos on my channel. I put out a video that was going to do numbers. Put on somebody's list. Right? What about Donnie T? Conservatively taken off of all platforms. See, Jimmy, he cheered for all that stuff. He talked about all in his monologues. Like it was the right thing to do by the government. See, it don't affect you until it affects you. He get affected. Now all of a sudden they want to call for freedom of speech laws and this and that. It affects him. So all of a sudden now it's not right. This is government overreach. What happened to all that shit and keeping all that same energy with this government overreach shit when it was happening to Alex Jones and Donald Trump and all these other content creators? See, because on this same monologue, he was quote unquote tearing up, talking about, and thank you for people who don't agree with me or who don't like me, but still agree with my right to say what I want to say. Oh, so you mean some people are still being consistent, intellectually consistent, morally consistent? Oh, okay. But you couldn't do that. You couldn't do that. Hey, there's hypocrites like this that it annoys me. That's why Jimmy's a bitch. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. So now he got his TV show back. I'm pretty sure it came with some kind of a loss. I'm sure he ain't making as much as he was or whatever, because his ratings are, I'm pretty sure, still fucking terrible. His ratings are pretty sure still fucking terrible. Like, I'll even show you this shit right here. Look at this, right? So I talk about Billie Eilish and the shit she said, 33,000 views. I tell people about, because y'all know what's happening in Texas. I tell people about the shit happening in Maryland, because the shit happened here in Maryland. 4 girls went missing in the same vicinity. All right? But then if I talk about this broad right here, stifled. Right? Can't talk about Jasmine Crockett. Y'all hear what the fuck she said?
Just because someone has committed a crime doesn't make them a criminal. Jasmine Crockett. Oh, I get it. Because if they're not considered criminals, then the crimes they committed aren't really crimes. Therefore, crime is going down, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your elected officials at work here. I mean, the mental gymnastics in this quote is Olympic level. I'm telling you, she playing all y'all liberals for fools, because it ain't no way she this stupid. All that good money her parents paid for her education, I refuse to believe she this dumb. I mean, hell, just last week she said police ain't here to prevent crime. Police are here to solve crime. I guess by her standards, if another mass shooting happened, the police should just fall back, eat their coffee and donuts, and wait for the massacre to be over, and then go in and start trying to solve what happened. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. This woman right here, she playing in your face, and y'all need to vote her out ASAP. Just because someone...
Hey, it's late at night, all right? This is like 1 a.m. I was just up. I think I was finishing the stream or whatever I was doing. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just up. And then I was just like, fuck it. I just seen that. I was scrolling. I seen that. And I just picked up the camera and started shooting. All right. Golly mighty. Golly mighty. But yeah, so like, and I use these for my show now. So the method to my madness now is to do my rants. And then I use the rants to fuel the show. You know what I mean? So, for example, we about to get into this Carlie Kirk shit real quick. Okay? Now I'm going to start off because on YouTube, y'all didn't see this. So I'm going to start off with the rant that I did, which I'm going to probably go get that from X real fast. Let me see. Here we go. I want y'all to watch this. The rifle, he says grandpa wants to know who has what. The feds released a photo of the rifle and it's very unique. He's calling me right now. The feds have a picture of the rifle and it's very unique. That is not. This gun looks exactly like the one he used. It looks exactly down to the scope like the one he used. Let me see if. So how is it a unique gun, especially from that bullshit picture they gave us? This is what I'm saying. It's like they're setting up for him to take the fall.
Right. It is so JFK all over again. Like,
Bruh.
down to
Shout
the
out to
grassy
Jay.
knoll stuff, the people
Bruh.
with the hats making the hand signals, the two or three older men trying to make sure that they did enough shenanigans to make sure that he gets to running away at the same time.
Look at the gun. Does it not look like my fucking gun that I just showed you? Minus the fluted barrel. It's so
for real?
unique. No,
Shout out
the
to your
fuck
mom.
it's not. It looks exactly like my gun that I just showed you. And I'm wondering if it's grandpa's antique gun because it's a fucking polymer lower. It's a polymer stock. It's a fucking polymer stock. It looks just like my gun. You can't take this gun down without tools. It looks just like my fucking rifle. It looks exact down to the scope. He probably got it for $4.99 too. You gotta love it. They found that shit in the basement at Langley. Like, here, use this. We ran out of AR-15s. We just gonna go ahead with this bolt action right here. Here you go. We got this shit from fucking Academy Sports like 3 years ago. Grandpa, he want a count of all the guns because it's unique, and he wants to know it's unique. That shit is not a unique gun. That shit is not a unique gun. That shit is not a unique gun. It's probably from the Waco Mass. What else do you notice about my rifle that you don't notice about the shooter's rifle who allegedly made a shot 200 motherfucking yards? Anybody? Does anybody see?
Where's his stand? Where's
the bipods at? He made a shot at 200 yards and he ain't had no fucking bipods to steady this gun. You telling me he just went like this? And that motherfucker has such great breath control and heart rate control that he made a shot like this or like this using, and that motherfucking gun wasn't moving like this from a racing heart or breathing. There's no fucking bipods on that gun, and he made that shot. Now look, they said he wasn't an expert allegedly. I'm not an expert, but I shoot a lot. And I know for a fact I'm not about to be like this, looking down my fucking sights at 200 yards. That motherfucker, that fucking target's looking like this. It's fucking like it's drunk. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta hold up. I gotta damn near stop breathing. Then the scope, I don't know if that happened when he dropped it. First off, you know how many fucking times I didn't drop this fucking gun? Huh? Hold on, I'm gonna go solo real quick. Hold on, stay there, Jay. You know how many times I dropped this fucking gun? Huh? You see this? You know how many times I dropped this motherfucker? How many times this bitch done hit the ground by mistake? Huh? My scope has never fucking shifted like that. My scope has never shifted the way that scope is shifted on that fucking thing. I'm just gonna say that. Like, they pulled that shit from the evidence locker, bro. They pulled that shit from the evidence locker. Might be from the Waco massacre. Oh my gosh, it could very well be from the Waco massacre, Jay. Oh my goodness gracious. This shit is wild to me. Like, they think we dumb. They think we're dumb. That's all I'm gonna say. So, I followed up with another video. Here we go.
Tinfoil hat take in 3.
I just wanted to reiterate, okay?
1. The gun that they showed us is not the gun that killed Charlie Kirk. The gun that they showed us is not the gun that killed Charlie Kirk. Remember how Joe Nicholslick said that 9mm ammo will blow the lungs out your back? Well, a 30-06 will blow the lungs out your back. I've been saying this since the event happened. The gun that they showed us is not the gun that killed Charlie Kirk. I believe that the gun that they found in the woods was planted there to go along with that bullshit-ass text message thread. You know, the whole part where he said the gun is a unique gun and Grandpa wanted a count of everything and who had what because it's such a unique gun and he recognized it. Well, newsflash, it was nothing unique about that gun. There was nothing unique about that gun. I would argue that that action on that gun is not made for a 30-06. Now, I would argue that a much smaller round was used, maybe 223, 5.56, but I don't know. But what I do know is that gun that they showed us was not in the condition to make a shot like that. A properly mounted scope would not shift the way that scope is shifted on that rifle. I've dropped my rifle a few times and my scope has never shifted. And another thing, the gun didn't have any bipods on it. The gun didn't have a bipod on it. Now, I'm not saying you can't make that shot without a bipod, but what I'm saying is if you want to make sure you're going to hit what you're going to hit, you want that gun as steady as possible. And the best way to do that is to have a bipod set up on your rifle. But you guys said this kid was a novice shooter. How could he make that shot, such an accurate shot, without stabilizing that gun? That mean that kid had fucking ice cold breathing. That kid had steady fucking hands, considering he was about to take a person's life. So like I said, that gun that they showed us in the news, that ain't the gun that killed Charlie Kirk. That shit came from the evidence locker. They planted that shit in the woods to be found. The tail is wagging the dog and they got us looking every which way but up. Anyway, it's Cannon Hotep. Holla at you. 10.
There you have it. So now the reason why I was harping on the bipod and all this other stuff, right? So what they want us to believe, okay? This is what they want us to believe, right? That this person ran across the fucking roof, got prone, took that shot, got back up, and ran off that fucking roof. So you tell me so the kid's not, he goes hunting or whatever, but the kid sprints across the roof. He gets in the prone position, heart fucking racing, breathing hard as a bitch. And you telling me that he was able to pull off that shot with a racing heart, labor breathing, get in the prone position, take that shot, and then run off. That's like some pro shit. And he took apart the weapon allegedly on the roof. That's some pro shit. That's some pro shit. Now, looking at that gun that they showed us, that gun wasn't in the condition to make that shot. That shit wasn't in condition to make that shot. Not to mention, I want to see a ballistics report. Because I shot 30-06. I shoot 308. I shot 30-06. I got a fucking 8mm Mauser, which we're going to talk about in a minute because apparently that's what the motherfucker used down there in Texas at the ICE detention center. I think I got the same fucking gun, matter of fact. If you ever seen an exit wound with a 30-06, it's a fucking size of my fist. It's a fucking size of a fucking softball. If Charlie got hit with a 30-06, his fucking head should have been hanging off his fucking neck. That's why I don't believe that's an exit wound. If that was a fucking exit wound, the motherfucking head would have been like this. Fucking, all you saw every fucking thing. He got hit with something smaller from somewhere else. He got hit with something smaller from somewhere else. I seen them going with this theory with the explosion. I'm like, I don't buy the explode. Although I can understand it because they had the pagers and shit like that. But they saying, well, it was his lavalier mic. It was magnetically on there, and they could put a charge inside the mic. And I'm like, yeah, they can because they did this shit with the fucking pagers. However, the part that you would put the charge in is on the outside of the shirt. It's not on the inside where the magnet is. It's on the outside of the shirt. So if that exploded, or they sent a fucking, they detonated that shit, and something fucking took them out, there would be a hole in the fucking shirt where the lav mic was. That's why I don't believe it's the explosion shit. I think that he was shot lower than where they said the shooter was. That shit hit him, and maybe because it was a smaller round, it got lodged in his back, maybe. But it was not a 30-06 like they said it was. And that gun they showed us definitely ain't the gun that took that motherfucking shot. You about to watch Hickok 45? You know he got some 30-06 shit on his channel. You already know Hickok got some shit on there. You probably blowing some shit up. Shout out to, he like 6'9" or some shit like that. He a fucking Nephilim too. Hickok is a fucking Nephilim too. Oh man, shout out to Hickok 45. You know, that's what I really wanted to get on YouTube to do. I wanted to be a gun tuber. I was gonna come on here and just do gun shit. Somehow I got into politics. It's weird. It's fucking weird, right? Anyway. So we about to take it over to well, before we do. What HJ did tonight was just wrong. Okay? I just want you all to know. HJ, I want you to know. What you said tonight was off base, yo. It was just unbecoming of you. Khalees is way finer than Beyonce. Khalees is way finer than Beyonce. I'm sorry. But I've always said this. Maybe I'm biased because I don't find Beyonce, like, she's attractive, but she don't do nothing for me. It's something about Beyonce that makes her unattractive to me. But Khalees, woo, Khalees, man. A black man with a ratchet will always be politicized. Khalees, boy. That's just good old. That's just, look, I'm going to go to her. Hold on, because HJ was fucking picking and choosing and shit. Am I logged in? I'm logged in. Like, Khalees is just premium. And forgive me, ladies, I'm sorry. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at all that thickness. Okay, she looked like she just smelled like black soap, shea butter, and just for me. You know what I mean? Like what's going on here? What's going on here? Like, look at that. I'm just saying. Okay. Now, I don't know if that's all her hair. I like to think it is. You know, to me, that is just gorgeousness. All right. Gorgeousness. She don't got $50,000 in makeup on her fucking face. You remember when Beyonce was a black girl instead of a thick Paris Hilton? That's one way to put her. Like this shit right here. Come on. I'm sorry, HJ tripping. Beyonce is, she's damn. Look at this. Was that when she was young? Goodness gracious. I see why fucking Nas fell for the trap. Look at her. And then her voice.
I eat good, lots of brain food, it's the best. And of course, weightlifting, heavy weights. Keep all that junk in your truck. So this is how I keep a naturally healthy weight. I eat good, lots of brain food, it's the best. And
like, it's something about the fucking raspiness of the boy. Man, listen. Okay? Look.
And here's the first official Instagram melt long enough frame picture.
You see all that? Beyonce ain't got none of that junk in her trunk.
I'm so obsessed with this mountain, and I figured what better way to showcase it than to just give it a perfect frame. So you get all your photos, all your romantic moments right here. It's all from nature. It's absolute perfection.
She'll crush my stamina. You know what? I'll die trying.
And here's the first official
look at all of that.
melt long enough frame picture.
Beyonce ain't dragging that type of wagon, okay? She not. And look at all, it's just natural beauty. You know? Like, come on.
Okay, so this is acapuria. These are delicious. They're stuffed with beef. Some of them have some cheese in it. And I made an ají, which is delicious. Okay, so this is sofrito, and it's the base for all Puerto Rican.
All right. I don't know if she's Puerto Rican, but she fine, boy. See, HJ was picking and choosing them fucking pictures. He wouldn't click on the videos where you see her dragging that wagon and all that. So he clicked on, HJ clicked on this picture right here, and that nigga almost changed his mind. HJ clicked on this one. It almost changed his mind. He ain't had me fooled. HJ did not have me fooled. He clicked on this picture, and this video right here almost changed that nigga mind. He said, "You gonna be asleep laying all on them pillows." Her milkshake brings all the boys here. Now see what they was talking about. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. I would pick Khalees all day, every day. All day, every day. All right? I'm just saying. HJ tripping. Boy, look how that dress fit. Look at that smile. I'm just saying. All right. Crazy part, I'm trying to figure out how fucking Bill Murray fucking snagged her. Bill Murray scraped her. Bill Murray scraped her. That's all I can tell you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. Now the last thing I'm gonna say before I'm gonna go to my full screen on this. The last thing I'm gonna say is that the conversation that him and HJ and Unc was having on HBCUs versus the fucking dumb, the retarded white boys. They were both right. They were both right. Them white boys went out there none other than to grift. They went out there looking for a particular reaction to paint young black college students in a bad light. I truly believe that. It wasn't to have a conversation or a dialogue. It was never meant for that. They went up there to trigger and to incite. They wore their MAGA hats and all that shit there. However, on the flip side of that coin, we got to stop being so fucking emotional. We got to stop responding with these visceral responses to shit like that. Because we gave them exactly what they wanted. Them kids gave them boys exactly what they wanted. They look like savages on that fucking video. Now either you ignore the shit or you debate them. That's how I look at it. Now HJ was talking about the streets, the street code and all that other shit. Nobody knows street code better than this one right here. But I also learned in the street that it's a time to get a motherfucker, and it's a time when you gotta let shit roll off. You catch them slipping next time. Now, being on a college campus, knowing what they was going after, them kids should have just ignored them. Hey, yo, they want us to act like dickheads. Don't even fucking give them the satisfaction, yo. Just keep on moving. Just leave their asses there with their little table. And don't give them the satisfaction of that shit. Let me see something. Where? There we go. Trying to find out why. This shit wasn't even, what's her name? All right. But yeah. Like, they both was right. They was there to incite. But what I will say is this, cause let's be real. We really think them three white boys was there to fucking wreak havoc and cause great bodily harm? No, come on. No. I'm gonna tell you this, if the police wasn't right there, they'd have got their asses rolled the fuck up. Which again would have been giving them exactly what they wanted. Cause I really think that they was really hoping that somebody swung on them and punched them in the face. Oh, the griff would have been on after that. If they'd got beat the fuck up, oh, the griff would have been grifting, boy. That'd have set some shit off. Now I do agree that as much as they was getting them the fuck off the fucking campus, they did show some restraint and not knocking one of them niggas out. But they still got that reaction they was wanting. I would argue that we need to do better with emotional control. We need to do better at being tactical with shit. You see a bunch of cameras and shit around. Oh, they want us to act a fool. Don't give them that satisfaction. Don't give them that satisfaction. You know, that's how I would have carried it. Right? There's a time to carry shit like street niggas, and there's a time to not carry shit like street niggas. And in that instance, it was not time to carry shit like street niggas. Period. Period. But that's all I got to say about that situation. So we're going to take it over to Kick, and we're going to leave Rumble up as well. YouTube, this is it for you because y'all be acting like some hoes. I'm shocked that my stream lasted this long on YouTube. Maybe they are turning the corner. I don't know. Maybe they are turning the corner because people that's been here for more than a cup of coffee know that we usually get about 30 minutes into the show and they fucking hit me with some shit and knock me down for like a fucking week or a whole 24 or some shit like that. The last time I got hit with some shit, they hit me with a video. They said they gave me a fucking suspension for a week over a video from 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Wasn't no new shit. 2 years ago. Shit was wild to me. So it's been going this long. We'll see if it stays. We'll see. We'll see. But for right now, this is it for YouTube. Head on over to kick.com/Cannon Hotep. I'll put it in the chat. Oh shit, I fucked that all up. Hold on. Shit, I'm tired. There you go. That's better. All right. So like I said, this is it for YouTube. Head on over there. Make a fucking Kick account or a Rumble account. I don't care where you go. And we're going to talk about this final topic, which is that Dallas shooting with the ICE officers. Anyway,